So after my 2 exams, which, by the ways, it was a big yikes, I got a DM from my friend Mighty again. He told me that Brock had returned to the Pokemon Journeys anime. Lol, already knew that. But it got me thinking, why was Brock removed from the anime in the first place? He's such a beloved and nostalgic character adored by fans of all ages, myself included. His cheesy lines,
Hey, I know, I'll use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan.
his glamorous smile, his unwavering determination to never give up when it matters for Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny. Why did the writers throw all of that away? Funny enough, there were multiple instances of Brock being axed from the show. Dang, my poor man amongst boys can't catch a break. Today, I'm going to quickly go over the reasons why Brock was kicked out of the show. First, to preface this discussion, we need to recognize that for each and every region, Ash has had a couple or a few traveling companions, minus Sun and Moon. These spots are filled by a female protagonist and a sort of older figure. This can change very minorly here and there, but the formula is ultimately the same. While Ash is always in the story, his traveling companions change with each and every region. Except for Brock, who remains as the only travel companion to stay with Ash for more than 2 seasons. See, Brock was a recurring character that was first introduced as a teenager who took on the gym leader role because his old father abandoned him and his siblings. However, after Brock's defeat to Ash, his father Flint decides to return home to run the gym, letting Brock to do as he pleases. This is where Brock decided to join Ash on his journey of Pokemon mastery. Cool factoid. We know about Brock's father, but what about his mother? Well, in the original Japanese version, Brock's mother reportedly also abandoned the kids to join Flint. Wow, amazing parental role models in a kids show. But in the American version, they corrected this. Before the events in the anime, Brock's mother reportedly before the events in the anime, Brock's mother reportedly died? Died in a kids show? Yeah. Well, Brock's mother actually appears later in the series, so thanks for lying to us, writers. Just like in the Kalos League. Anyways, since then, Brock has been journeying with Ash through the Kanto region, Johto region, Hoenn region, and Sinnoh region. Wait, but he was removed from the show between the Kanto and Johto region? During the Orange Island saga? That's right. Brock was removed in the 2nd season of the anime because he decided to work as a lab assistant to Professor Ivy on Valencia Island. Well, that's what the writers want you to believe. But here's the actual truth. In an interview with former Pokemon director Masamitsu Hidaka, it was revealed that Brock was replaced by him as the older figured travel companion because of growing concerns that Brock would appear as racist. I mean, look at him. Plus, Jinx was already infamously criticized for its racially insensitive design, so yeah, it's a fair concern. Thankfully, the writers listened to the fans and replaced him with our beloved booty collar again. No one really criticized Brock's design, plus there are tons of other anime that show... yeah, you get the point. After this, Brock enjoyed his stay in the anime for the next 10 years, making critically acclaimed comedy moments.
Both of Ash's Pokemon are water types, and they're totally weak against fire types.
And still terrorizing Nurse Joys and Officer Jennies across the world. Man was a menace, but at long last, Brock was formally removed from Ash's traveling roster after the Sinnoh saga. He realized his goal of becoming a Pokemon doctor and decided to opt out of Ash's journey. This time, there are no psychs, no pranks, no ethical or racial concerns. He was just removed for good. In all honesty, this was most probably a calculated risk taken by the writers because Brock kinda overstayed his welcome. Especially in the Sinnoh saga, Brock was merely a background character. He had so much screen time already that they kinda used up his bag of tricks. He didn't bring anything new to the show. We already knew his motives, his comedy gags, and his personality. At this point, he was just mindlessly babysitting 2 10-year-olds and wasting his life away until old age. And more pragmatically, having to force one of 2 of Ash's travel companions to always be Brock really restricts the possibilities of the show. Characters are introduced to bring something new to a story, and Brock blocked half of those opportunities. This show just no longer felt fresh. Please don't hate me, please. So, Brock's leave would allow for more creative freedom and a breath of fresh air. And well, It was indeed a calculated risk because there have been misses. And there have been hits. Honestly, Clement was a great travel companion in the XY series, and his gym battle with Ash allowed for crazy development for him and for Ash's character. While I do agree with the writer's decision to finally say goodbye to our dear old friend Mr. Drying Pan, I still do miss him. He's had a lasting impact on the show and set up expectations for new companions to meet, of course in their own unique way. And on a more positive note, the writers haven't forgotten Brock either, because he's had reappearances in Black and White, Sun and Moon, and now in the Legends Arceus special. It's great to see that Brock is still alive and kicking in the Pokemon world. Hopefully, he does one day find his Officer Jenny or Nurse Joy. So that's all for this video. Let me know about your thoughts of these types of videos in the comments down below. And please consider dynamic punching the subscribe button. That would mean a lot. Thanks.